Today, we look at some of the major concerns being raised by South Africans and how different communities view these issues. South Africa is currently experiencing one of the most intense immigration debates in its democratic history. Across townships, villages, cities, and social media platforms, citizens are raising concerns about undocumented immigration, unemployment, crime, business competition, and pressure on public services. Supporters of stricter immigration controls argue the government has failed to properly manage the country's borders. Well, let us begin. Many South Africans point to Pakistani and Bangladeshi business owners who operate furniture stores, electronics shops, cell phone repair centers, wholesale businesses, and various retail outlets. Some citizens argue that these businesses have become dominant in certain sectors of the township economy. Critics claim that labor laws, tax compliance, and business licensing requirements are not always properly enforced. However, government agencies continue to conduct inspections and investigations where violations are suspected. Another frequently discussed group includes Somali and Ethiopian entrepreneurs. These communities are well known for operating spaza shops and retail businesses across many provinces. Supporters say these entrepreneurs have succeeded through strong business networks, bulk purchasing, and long working hours. Critics argue that local shop owners struggle to compete against lower prices and larger buying power. Food safety has become a particularly sensitive issue. Following several food poisoning incidents involving children, government launched nationwide inspections of spaza shops and food outlets. Thousands of inspections were conducted and many non-compliant businesses were closed, regardless of ownership nationality. Some communities believe stronger regulation and enforcement are needed to protect consumers. Others argued that the problem is not nationality, but poor enforcement of health and safety regulations. The debate continues. When discussing Nigerians in South Africa, public concerns often focus on organized crime, drug trafficking, cybercrime, human trafficking, and illegal business operations. Law enforcement agencies have conducted numerous operations against criminal syndicates involving both South African citizens and foreign nationals. However, experts caution against assuming that criminal behavior represents entire communities. South Africans also raise concerns about undocumented foreign nationals operating in sectors traditionally occupied by local small businesses. Government regulations require foreign-owned businesses to comply with investment, immigration, tax, and licensing requirements. Authorities have repeatedly stated that businesses operating illegally will face enforcement action. Ghanaian nationals are often mentioned in discussions surrounding small businesses. When it comes to the issue of religious organizations, Nigerians and Ghanaians take the lead in South Africa. Some citizens question why foreign pastors establish ministries in South Africa instead of focusing on their countries of origin. Supporters respond that religious freedom allows individuals to practice and establish ministries where they legally reside. Perhaps the most emotional debate involves migrants from neighboring countries such as Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Malawi. Many South Africans argue that undocumented migration increases competition for jobs, housing, healthcare, and public resources. Employers are frequently accused of hiring undocumented workers because they can be paid lower wages. Labor organizations argue that this practice harms both South African workers and migrant workers. The real problem, they say, is exploitation by employers rather than the nationality of workers. Government continues to conduct workplace inspections and immigration enforcement operations across the country. At the center of all these concerns is unemployment. South Africa continues to face one of the highest unemployment rates in the world. Many citizens believe that immigration places additional pressure on an already struggling economy. Others argue that corruption, poor governance, weak economic growth, and inadequate service delivery remain the primary causes of unemployment. This is why the immigration debate remains so complex. On one side are citizens demanding stricter border control, stronger law enforcement, and protection of economic opportunities for South Africans. On the other side are those calling for lawful immigration management while rejecting violence, discrimination, and collective blame. The challenge facing South Africa is finding a balance between national security, economic opportunity, human rights, and the rule of law. As the debate intensifies, one question remains: can South Africa address illegal immigration while preserving social stability and unity? Or do you think deeper economic reforms are the real solution? Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.